Edwin Canistracci here, and I'm doing a quick review of an album I just listened to in its entirety for the first time just tonight. Just finished, just listened to it once, but it's amazing. It's Overkill's latest album, 2019's The Wings of War. And I'm going to look at Wikipedia here because I don't know all the songs by heart yet, but I want to. The album's so raw and immediate. I wanted this review to be just as raw and immediate and just get it right off the cuff. And I'm a big Overkill fan. Now, I've come into Overkill later than some people. I did get into thrash music back in the day with Metallica and Testament and Megadeth and Anthrax and all those groups like in the late 80s and early 90s when I was a wee lad. But Overkill, something about Bobby's vocals, then I couldn't quite get into. It was like a little too much, and it's an acquired taste, Bobby's vocals. And as I got older and started listening to more Judas Priest and Motorhead and other older bands, I started to kind of could appreciate Overkill a little bit more. But I also gotta say, I think Overkill got better as they got older, especially in recent years. Although now I do look back, I do think Horoscope is their best album, without a doubt. I love that album. But even that's like, like the early 90s, and that's when they start to hit their stride. Like Motorhead, I don't think Overkill has ever released a bad album, and I think they're really consistent, just like Motorhead. They might have a few that are better than others, but they're fairly consistent. But the last four albums were I felt like they kind of took it to another level. Like these were starting with 2010's Ironbound. I felt like with that album, it was like they were kind of picking up where they started with Horoscope and were really taking it to this other level. And from that point on, all the albums have been great. The Electric Age was great. White Devil Armory, which I think is probably my favorite of the newer albums. That's probably my second favorite Overkill album after Horoscope. White Devil Armory is just brutal and great, and then the last one, the grinding wheel. I know some fans are a little split on that one. I don't get it myself. I think it's great. It's both manages to be heavy, but yet very melodic, a little more melodic than the other ones, and maybe that's why some people don't like it. They don't think it's as heavy, but it just shows the different variations. If to an average person, they listen to Overkill, it would all probably sound the same to them, kind of like Motorhead. But if you're a fan and you've listened and actually have all their albums, which I do, then you can pick up like the little shades and differences. And like some albums, I say they're never really kind of three dimensions Overkill. There's kind of like some albums that are kind of monochromatic, like one shade, and then there's others that are like kind of like two shades. And Grinding Wheel was kind of a two shade album. This album, it's definitely a one shade album. I'd say. Actually, I think it's their heaviest album. I've only listened to it one time, and it's funny, a band that's been so consistently heavy throughout their whole career, and now these guys are what, like, Bobby and Dee Dee are what, like, they're in their mid to late 50s, and I think this is their heaviest album. It just hit me like that. It was just like, God damn, it's bordering on hardcore at times. It's like thrash mixing with punk hardcore, and they always had a little bit of that hardcore, like New York, element. They're from Jersey, but that's right by New York. So I felt they always had a little bit of that New York hardcore scene blending in a little bit with thrash music. But this album, especially, and I mean, you can hear it with the song "Welcome to the Garden State," which is very, very punk rock. It's a great song too. It's really catchy. These guys love Jersey, and they really sell it on this song. And it's funny because even at the end, they do a little riff on Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run, and it really works. It's a really fun song. It sounds like an anthem. They have a new drummer with them, Jason Bittner. This guy, whoa, he's doing like stained glass kind of stuff, like with all these drum rolls and and it's bringing a real intensity to the band. Like, and the band was pretty intense to begin with, but now with this new drummer, this Jason Bittner guy, whoa, 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 he's like, this reminds me a little like when Mickey D joined Motorhead, kind of kicked it up a notch. This feels like Overkill's been, and they were already up a few notches as it was, and now they feel like they've been pushed to like, if they were at 11 before, now they're at like 12, and it's in Dee Dee's doing some of his best bass lines, always amazing. He's the musical leader of the band. And Bobby sounds demonic. I mean, Bobby always sounds kind of demonic, but here he sounds really, really demonic. They leaked the singles for the songs Last Man Standing and Head of a Pin. Last Man Standing I liked, and I could tell that it was a good opener, but I wasn't like in love with it. I like it much better now that it's kind of, you're going to hear a whole album afterwards. It's like it's a good kind of build up song to kind of get you pumped up. Head of a Pin, which was the second song they leaked, I still think that's one of the weakest songs. It's not bad, but it wouldn't be the second song I would have released. But anyway, but God, as soon as I heard the second track, Believe in the Fight, woo, that's when I knew this was going to be a good one. Believe in the Fight is great. That's my second favorite song on the album so far. I've only listened to it once. Batshit Crazy. Whoa. Whoa, Batshit Crazy. That's my favorite song right now. Out of the gate, first time hearing it, Batshit Crazy blew me away. That song, it's just so raw. And God, Bobby just sounds really, really mental. I don't even know if, like, I have to look at a lyric sheet to hear what he's saying in the chorus. I got the Batshit Crazy part, but some of this other stuff, he just sounds like he's possessed. Sounds like he's possessed by the Jersey Devil, I guess. And that's really good. A Mother's Prayer is a good song. Like I said, Welcome to the Garden State is so fun. It's such a kick-ass kind of, a little bit like the spirit of the song they covered back in the day, Fuck You. Man, that's really great. Out on the Roadkill's cool. It even ends on just really a simple song. Like The Grinding Wheel ended with a really kind of two-part, kind of sweet, epic two-part song, which it was very ambitious, and it was great. I like hearing them be ambitious. But then there's something to be said about not being ambitious, about just doing a simple balls to the wall metal song, and that's what down Hole in My Soul. Hole in My Soul says a balls to the wall metal song, simple, boom, boom, boom. That's what this whole album feels like. It's just like a shot. It's like a punch in the face. Like it's like Bobby Blitz comes in to your house and he punches you in the face. He says, "Yeah, fucking Jersey. That's why." And you go, "Why, Jersey?" And he does it, and he keeps hitting you, and you're like, okay, okay, fucking Jersey. And he's like, okay, better. And then he leaves, and then he does it to someone else. And that's what this album feels like. And I'm so pumped. I gotta get it on vinyl. Right now, I just download it on iTunes, but this record just fucking scorches. I'm gonna buy it on vinyl. Gonna see them live. This tour, this fucking new drummer, this Bobby still, like, this guy you can't stop him. Can't stop Bobby. But man, this album's great. I don't know if it's quite on par with White Devil Armory, but it's hard to say. I have to live with it. I'll listen to it for a couple weeks. But I definitely feel like this is my second favorite of their last 5 albums. And that's saying a lot because I loved all of the last 5 albums. But I feel like this might give White Devil Armory a run for its money. It might be my second or third favorite Overkill album. Yeah. But who knows? I might be, maybe a year from now, be like, oh, I was going crazy. I was just all pumped up. And, it's just a good record, but not great. But right now I'm feeling like it's a great record. Really love it. Love the energy. It's kick-ass. It's overkill. It's like Overkill cranked up now to 12, to yet another level, and they're unstoppable. To me, they are the greatest living thrash band right now, and they just, man, I love this album. I can't wait to listen to it again. Definitely check it out if you love metal, thrash, or just punk and hardcore. This album, I think is really gonna blow you away. Blew me away. Love it. Great work, guys. Love you.